Welcome to another episode of You Know Ball, presented by Playbook Sports. Hey, if you need football, we got the Hot Seat Podcast. If you need baseball, we got the Dugout. If you want to hear some trivia, we got trivia coming out pretty much every Tuesday. Not last week, but we got trivia every Tuesday. You know I had to bring the shades back on. Lights too bright. What do we got coming soon?
Producer merch.
We don't have producer merch coming soon, dickhead. But we do have 100K views on this channel. Round of applause, Deucer.
My bad. I can't really clap because I got the mic in my hand.
You can make it clap though. Let me. Actually, you talk first, and then I'll get into the start of the show. But
you know what?
You haven't said a word. Let the people know what they should do.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, follow y'all. Make sure to add us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. For now, we don't know what's going on with TikTok. But, yo, we going to bring it. We going to bring the takes. We going to bring the basketball, and let's get it, y'all.
We got an award winner in our presence.
What you mean?
Script of the year.
Oh,
come on. You know I got to give Phil his flowers, man.
Nah,
always killing it. You stop doing the whistle on the Twitter.
What you mean? The or something like that? My bad. I was trying to. I was just trying to get to it.
Yeah,
that's
you were trying to build it up.
Yeah, that's my fault. I was trying to get to it. No, earlier. I missed the opportunity.
Just do it again though. It makes me feel good. Then I'll be ready to podcast.
All right. I can't do it right now, but
it's okay.
That's the best I got.
It's okay. Let's kick it off, man. I don't want to touch on. There's some series I really want to talk about. So I'm gonna just touch on the Thunder Pelicans as a Thunder fan. I feel like I got to. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shown that he is better than Luka Doncic in the playoffs so far. Say I'm wrong. You can't.
I haven't seen the stats yet.
Thunder are going to be well rested for Clippers Mavericks, so we actually have a real chance. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. Thunder handling business and doing their job shows while we're a real deserving 1 seed. Say I'm wrong. You can't. Because all I do is talk ball and no ball. Simple. And that's why 100K different people come here every day to listen to me talk ball and no ball. Come on.
To say, that felt like you were going after somebody. Do you have somebody in mind you wanna target that little message to?
I got a couple people. I got the dude on Twitter.
Shout him out.
Who said I used the wrong there in a tweet. Fuck you. You're not my English teacher. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Okay, that's one. Person number 2 posted the Dugout episode a week ago. Someone commented the host of that, Joseph Silva. Shout him out. Look, 12 years old. But the person that commented that had a picture of them with a Transformers helmet on. So you're gonna tell him he's 12 years old, but you dress like a fucking Transformer, you bitch.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
That's all I'm saying. Saying.
Wow.
I don't talk on no one's name unless they talk to me. Don't talk to me. Thunder up, bitch. Next series, Lakers, Nuggets. Big series. I want to spend 30, 40 minutes on this shit, but we can't. I'm going to let you go first as a Laker fan, and then I'll step in when I need to.
Hey, well, I already told y'all.
Fuck the – no.
Hey, I like that energy, though. But like I told y'all, we were going to lose this series in the last podcast. I'm glad we won one, though. I'm glad we won one. And I like that we fought.
Legendary 1 win.
Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, it was a win to show us that, Nuggets ain't super OP, but they still whooped our ass. So, I mean, I don't know. It's the same stuff from the last podcast, bro. Fire Darvin Ham and get me a center. That's all I can say.
You were on some bullshit in the Playbook chat, though. I'm not going to hold you, Phil.
What you mean?
When the Lakers lost that game and you said Nick Richards, I was okay.
What do you mean I said Nick Richards?
You sent Nick Richards to the group chat? You were like,
that's
I want to get him?
No, I didn't want to. I wasn't saying like we had to get him. I was just trying to see because earlier we were talking to the Charlotte Hornets about like getting rid of a contract, mainly like Gabe Vincent. And I was thinking, what if we were to do a Gabe Vincent and give the first round pick to him, the number 17 if we get it, for maybe a Nick Richards or a Cody Martin. And I was just looking at it. I wasn't saying
I thought you were saying like that's the needle mover.
No. I was
like chill on that.
I was just trying to see like what could possibly work if like they were to take Gabe Vincent and the first round pick.
I'm gonna say something here, and this might be controversial, but in my years of watching basketball, I feel like I've seen this movie before where a team like this just starts slowly falling off, you know? Mm-hmm. The LeBron and AD era has shown, I mean, other than the bubble, their ceiling has been a 7 seed. Am I wrong?
So far, no.
Okay. So I personally feel like if you're a GM and you look at that, one of them has to go, or both of them have to go. What other team gets that many passes, bro?
I don't think that's the case,
and
man.
I'm not saying that in a way like if one of them goes, they're going to be better next year. Mm-hmm. But I think the Lakers need to start moving in a rebuild direction. Like, complete reset. Let's build from the ground up. Let's actually try to build a team instead of star hunting. Phil, if you got LeBron, if you're cool with the Lakers being a 5th seed max, and we haven't even seen that since 2020, then keep doing what you're doing, bro. But no, Phoenix, we're going to talk about
what the case is.
We're going to talk about Phoenix later.
Yeah.
They definitely should blow it up. The Lakers, I feel like, are in the exact same boat where, bro, as good as AD is, this injury shit is ridiculous.
What do you mean injury shit?
Where every game he goes down and he's tweaked something the whole game, bro.
Okay,
and
but
look, I know you can't control that, but you also can't win like that.
Bro.
Am I wrong?
Bro.
Am I wrong?
He tweaked something and came back and played the rest of the game.
But I'm not calling him a bitch or nothing like that. I'm not saying nothing like that.
But if you're saying it's an injury problem, he still played in that game.
But he just didn't play. I'm saying, like, AD at his best, bro, if we turn injuries off, we turn getting hurt off, fatigue off, 2K, AD is arguably the best player in the world. And but every year in the playoffs, bro, he tweaks something, he plays with it, and he plays worse than what he was doing. You can't win if your second best player is unreliable.
He still played well in that game.
Not after he got hurt.
Still rebounded a bit.
First half AD is a monster. Second half AD is not, bro. It shows in the score, bro. Y'all were up and y'all lost.
Yeah, we were up, but I'm not gonna put that on them.
Why though? I don't see how you could do this year after year with this duo and not put it on them. If they've done it the last 4 years, bro, it says something's a problem between them.
It's not between them, though.
They're part of the problem.
How are they part of the problem?
Because they've been – you got these two players, right?
We have both of them average 28, 27. Both of them average 8+ rebounds, and both of them average 4+ assists.
But you can't – the way they play, you can't win with it anymore. You can't. It's showing it. We've shown it.
Bro.
The Nuggets beat them twice. The Suns whip you guys. So we've seen it. And if you got LeBron and AD with these different teams every year, the only consistent thing between those teams is LeBron and AD. So they've got to be part of the problem.
I see what you're trying to say, but I think that's a smaller problem. I think the biggest problem is we won a championship because we had centers.
Y'all won a championship because it was
because
COVID-19.
We had centers.
Because it was in the bubble,
if we're being real, though, in the competition we were playing, the centers helped. Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee helped
for sure. I agree with you.
Big time. Before you say the COVID-19 thing.
I'm not going to say it again. I said it.
But we haven't gotten back to that playbook since then.
Oh, that was like a fourth wall.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. We haven't gotten back to that mindset since then. So I feel like if we really get back to trying to build our centers on this team, it might go better. Now, imagine.
I just think it's too late for that. I don't think so. I think LeBron and AD can't do that again. I personally think they can't replicate what happened in 2020 anymore.
I think they can.
4 years, bro, is a long time for a 40-year-old. And now they're talking, bro, I'm telling you, if you extend LeBron 3 years, 164, that's a huge fucking problem.
That one does make me a little nervous, but
they're not going to keep LeBron if they don't pay him that. And that's a lot of fucking money to pay a 43-year-old dude who, I mean, like, again, he won you the bubble ring, or the ring, excuse me.
Hey,
but
the ring's a ring.
But I feel like I've been saying this, bro, and I know this is why people think I'm a LeBron hater, but I promise I'm not. I respect LeBron. I respect how great he is. If you got LeBron on your team, you have to play a certain way. You have to build a team a certain way, and it doesn't work anymore. You had a team with 3 players who average 13-plus points. Taurean Prince, as much as everyone wants to say he can't hit a shot,
he played well in the playoffs.
He shot nearly 40% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
Your bench, I'm not going to act like your bench is cold or nothing, but it's not terrible. Like, it's an average bench.
Well, yeah.
And then you got a lockdown defender in Vando.
Mm-hmm.
And your ceiling is still a 7 seed. That's the best we could. I think that's the best the Lakers would be. So you got all of these things that work out. And I know they didn't play well in the playoffs, but at the same time, you have all these pieces in the regular season, and you still ended up as a 7 seed.
If we're being real, last year ending up in the 7th seed, we made a lot of roster changes, helped us out, made us fight to get to the 7th seed, got to the playoffs. This year, had the roster, I'm not putting on injuries because it wasn't injuries, but I'm definitely putting it on Darvin Ham.
I agree with you. He's a terrible fucking coach.
The rotations were terrible.
He's a terrible
Rotations
coach.
were terrible. So that's the only reason why I'm saying, like, yeah, with the LeBron thing, you got to build a certain way because I think right now he's primarily a 4. I don't think he should play the 1 through 3. Makes it harder. But I don't know. It's a tough situation because the only solution I see right now is firing Darvin Ham. I don't think you should get rid of a lot of people. I thought the roster was good. I just think it was poorly managed. I think rotations fucked it up.
I agree with you, but like at the same time, bro, like we've seen teams with bad coaches make it. I don't think the Lakers, and I said this the first episode, I know people want to disagree. We're in LA, so people are in LA area, so people are going to ride for the Lakers and say Lakers are going to win the series. I didn't see a realistic way the Lakers could have won the series.
Oh, I definitely did.
I did not, bro. I'm sorry. I did not. Everything that not having perimeter defense to guard Jamal Murray. Jokic was, I know he wasn't scoring, but he was eating y'all up.
Yeah, but Jamal Murray was averaging like 30 from the field goal.
But he was busting your guys' ass.
In the last game.
Game 2, he hit the game winner.
No, let's be real. In this series, Michael Porter Jr. and Nikola Jokic were the reason why they were winning the games. Only one game was where Aaron Gordon went nuts. The reason why Jamal Murray's being looked at the way he is because he made the 2 game winners. But that's
cold, bro. That's hard to do.
Okay, that is, but let's be real. It wouldn't get to that stage without Nikola Jokic or Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, I'm not giving all the credit to Jamal.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, the substitution at the end of the last game when they subbed Taurean Prince for D'Lo, they should not have done that because
you would put D'Lo on Jamal Murray.
I would have just had D'Lo in the game, bro. You saw what happened. Taurean Prince is shooting an air ball to end the game. Like, it just came out ugly.
Yeah, but what do you, like, we had to get a defensive stop. Like, that was our only solution because we were thinking maybe they'll miss it because we put Taurean Prince and Austin Reeves as our biggest guys on the perimeter. Then we had Rui, AD, LeBron.
I think Taurean Prince is better for, like, wings, you know?
Well, yeah.
D'Lo might not be able to lock up Jamal Murray. I'm not expecting him to do that. But I think his speed, I still think Jamal would have probably hit the shot. But I think either way, Jamal's going to hit the shot. I feel like D'Lo should have been in the game.
But that's another coaching problem. Because in my opinion, I would put Taurean Prince out there, but I would have subbed out Rui for Vando and then had
the Vando thing was
Jamal
crazy
Murray.
to me. Why did Vando not play in Game 5?
Why the fuck do you think Vando didn't play? Who's our fucking head coach?
I personally
Who's our fucking head coach?
This is my theory, right? And let me know if I'm wrong. I think Vando was cleared to play, but still wasn't healthy. So I think they said he could play so that the Nuggets have to game plan around Vando playing, and Vando didn't end up playing. Like, I think it just made a little more work for Mike Malone to do. That's my theory because
it could be a thing.
Any other reason should get Darvin Ham fired.
Yeah.
Any other fucking reason for Taurean Prince to be out there the last play instead of Vando should get Darvin Ham fucking fired.
I don't know because, like I said, like earlier, I didn't watch the whole game, the last one. I did watch the last, 2 minutes, but I don't know, maybe Prince, because he's been good in the games I've watched, but maybe he was just feeling like he should have him in, for this, defensive stop. He should have him in for switchability, something. I don't know. But at the same time, it's Darvin Ham. He could have done some dumbass shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. No one's
Could have.
There's no like article about it or nothing.
Yeah, well, I got a whole bunch of articles for you that's saying Darvin Ham fired.
He should be fired, bro. He's the worst coach. But also, where I'm gonna get not credit, but where I'm gonna kind of back him up is he does have the hardest job probably in basketball right now. Coaching the Lakers, coaching LeBron is a hard job. You know, like you just need a
Okay.
It is, bro. Like all of LeBron's successful coaches, other than Spo. You kind of need a quiet, like, bitch of a coach who just, like, lets LeBron cook.
You still got to make the rotations, man.
You let LeBron handle all that, and you just be a little...
You let LeBron
you
handle
take the
it?
heat. I think so, because I feel like that's what LeBron wants.
I'm going to let... If somehow, some way, I was to be elected the head coach of the Lakers this season, and I'm coming in, I don't know as much shit as LeBron, I'm letting him be the on coach on the floor. But I'm making sure I'm focusing on the damn rotations.
Well, I think that's what Darvin Ham was doing, and that's why he looked like a jackass. Because he was like, I'm going to make my rotations fuck what LeBron thinks, and that's why, like, you see all this beef with AD, LeBron, and Ham. You see all these problems with the rotations. I think that's, like, Darvin Ham wanted a coach, and, like, he could have put those dudes in the game because he thought the game was going to be ran one way, and LeBron and D'Lo could have said, fuck all that, we're doing it this way.
That's what they did.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what they did, though.
You can't do that. If you got a head coach, you can't fucking do that.
All these IQ guys literally saying to themselves, "Fuck that shit." It's probably because you a dumbass coach. I've never seen them do that with any other coach.
LeBron does that shit all the time.
This is the most I've heard this year of them. Like even D'Lo and AD just going like, "Nah, we ain't doing that shit." He's just a dumbass coach.
That's a LeBron thing, bro. And that's
not a whole LeBron thing. That's a LeBron thing.
LeBron's been
he let
doing.
Tyronn Lue coach.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, the only thing he let Tyronn Lue do was Game 7. He let Tyronn Lue heat him up. That's it. LeBron was controlling everything else. And then the next year, LeBron had everyone get fucking traded because that's what LeBron does. He just wants it his way. And that's cool.
Oh, no, man.
That's cool when you're 29, 30, 31, 32. But when you're 40, bro, you knock that shit off and just go play basketball.
I mean, he tried, man, but either way, I don't know if that, like, I get it's a hard job to coach the Lakers or coach LeBron, as you say, but, like.
Both.
I think both. A dumbass, like, this was a huge failure.
And I'm not defending Darvin Ham, or I'm not trying to, because I think he's a dumbass coach, too. But I also think that's such a, like, he shouldn't get a coaching job anywhere else, but it's a hard-ass fucking job. It's all I'm saying. I want to give, I just want to give flowers to Jamal Murray too.
Oh yeah,
he has the coldest playoff mixtape. If the Nuggets win a championship this year, Jamal Murray is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, 1,000%. He, like, leading to my next point. When I was gonna say like we got to give some props to the Nuggets. Bro. The way they played, they played really well. I couldn't really be angry. Like, they weren't really doing anything dirty. It wasn't like, it was a fair game. Like, a lot of them were fair. Like, I get the whole game 2 shit. Like, oh, the fouls. I don't give a fuck about that. We were up by 20. They did a good job executing, keep scoring, like stopping us from scoring. They play the right way, and you can't really be mad about that. Like, if you're a true basketball fan.
True.
So, honestly, congratulations to the Nuggets on winning the series. You guys deserve it. You guys played better. That's all I got.
Let's go into the next series, Timberwolves Suns. Another series that's like the Suns need to blow it up too. If the Lakers need to blow it up, I'm gonna be honest with the Suns need to blow it up too.
They're in a worse predicament, bro.
Let's talk about the Timberwolves first, and then we could shit on the Suns. Right now, I guess we just talked about the Nuggets. We're gonna talk about the Timberwolves. Who do you got in the series, Nuggets versus Timberwolves? Round 2.
So with the Nuggets, their starting 5 is good, but I'm shaky on their bench because that was one thing that wasn't really clicking for them, like really off and on, just like ours. With the Timberwolves, I would say there's a little bit of problem, but Nicolau Alexander, Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson, those guys really stepped up. Like,
they had career series.
They really did. Like,
but you think they could replicate that round 2?
That's what I'm iffy about, because if they sub them in when the Nuggets take Jokic and Murray off the floor, I feel like Nicolau Alexander could probably get some buckets. I feel like they got to stagger the lineup when they play the Nuggets, though. I feel like they got to keep, like, one of either Anthony Towns, Jaden McDaniels, or Anthony Edwards in the game, like, when these guys come in. Naz Reid, I feel like, could come in at any time and just explode. Like, I feel like you should sub him in either when Jokic gets in the foul trouble and just has to step off the floor, or no, my bad, when Rudy Gobert gets in the foul trouble, gets into trouble, one of those guys, or if Jokic comes off the floor, because then you're going up against. Well, I don't even think they're going to be playing DeAndre Jordan in this series because they didn't play him after, so he could just go straight at who's the other guy?
Aaron Gordon at the 5.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon at the 5.
That's what it's going to be, I think.
So I don't know. I'm picking not because I'm mad at the Nuggets. I respect them, but I'm mad at the same time. Not because I'm mad at them, but I feel like the Timberwolves have good weapons off the bench that could help them.
So you got Timberwolves. How many games do you think?
I'm gonna go Timberwolves. I'm gonna go Timberwolves in 6.
Dang, in 6.
I'm gonna go in 6.
Okay, I'm gonna take Nuggets in 7. I don't want to count out the defending champs. I feel like, and I'm not saying you're doing that, but I feel like a lot of people are doing that, where they're saying like, now you got to play Anthony Edwards and all this. Like, no, now the Timberwolves got to play Jokic.
Yeah,
bro.
I was about to say this is gonna be an intense series. Like,
it's gonna be good fucking basketball.
I feel like the Nuggets can win this. I just really feel like the Timberwolves can pull it off. Yeah. Because they played them last year. They got embarrassed. I think this year they could probably, they have a better team than we do. They could probably take it to them.
If the Thunder handle business in the second round, do you think we could match up with one of these teams if they beat each other up?
If
we handle business in like 5,
if you handle business in 5, you guys could definitely win in 5 or 6. Against this team, because this one's gonna be like,
this is gonna be a war,
it's gonna make them tired, bro.
Especially the bigs. The bigs are gonna have to be battling down there. I'm excited. I want to see Jokic fuck up. Like, and I know I've been pro Rudy all year, but I do want to see Jokic fuck up Rudy. Jokic is he's my favorite player to watch, bro.
Jokic is really good.
He's so fun to watch. But now let's pivot to the Suns a little bit. I want to start with Bradley Beal.
Oh man.
Okay, this might be a little bit of a hot take. Game 4 was atrocious from Beal, right? But I would say the whole series he was a decent defender, and I feel like a lot of the hate was unwarranted that he got, because all he said was he's never been sweeped. I know he shouldn't have been talking like he's LeBron or something like that. Like, he was like talking like he's cold, but like, I don't know. I feel like he didn't say nothing like disrespectful. He didn't say like, oh, we're going to come here and fuck up the Timberwolves. Or he didn't say nothing wild. All he said is he's never been swept. It was a terrible series, terrible last game. But that's just how I feel. I think Suns fans have a reason to hate on Bradley Beal.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone else, like, I don't know. It's kind of lame to me.
Yeah, to me, the way he said it, I don't think he was trying to go on, like, say anything against the Timberwolves or something. I think it was just, like, him trying to amp himself up.
Yeah,
like, no, we ain't getting swept. Like, something like that. Like, he's like, I'll be damned. Like, I think the whole quote was, like, I'll be damned if I'm getting swept or something. But it didn't really seem like something that was hateful. It just seemed like,
but people were hating.
He just wants to win. Like,
yeah. So what do you do if you're Phoenix's owner?
Oh man, this is where, remember when I was telling you about the first apron shit? They're like heavy on second apron right now.
I think in the next 2 years, Beal's getting $100 million. That's crazy.
That it's really bad right now, bro. Because I understand why they went for it. Because at the start of the season, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, I don't know how people gonna guard us. On paper, it seemed like but these motherfuckers figured it out. They figured out how to stop y'all, and now you guys look silly as hell. And the other problem, Royce O'Neal, he was big in this series. Josh Okogie, his defense was somewhat good. Those two are free agents. You probably can't pay them. You're losing guys who are important. I think another person was a free agent, Nasir Little, but I don't think he played. Yeah, he didn't really play. But
he's not a free agent. Bol is.
But like, oh yeah, Bol too. Like,
Bol's gonna go.
It's just you guys can't really pay or like you can't sign and trade either. You can't use taxpayer mid-levels and stuff like that. You can't use those type of contracts.
Grayson Allen, free agent. He's gonna get paid somewhere.
I thought Grayson Allen got an extension. I thought he recently did.
I did see that. Maybe this is wrong. This is Basketball Reference is tripping right now.
Oh yeah, I think it was on a Fanspo or something. They have the salaries on there, but basically what I'm trying to say is they're pretty much stuck with this team. They have, I think, 9 or 7 guys who are for sure like gonna be on the roster next year because they can't trade them.
And bro, maybe this is the Thunder fan in me. but like blow it up. Like I feel the same way about the Lakers. Blow it up, bro. I think Beal is untradeable. He's making 150 in the next 3 years. Like there's nothing you could really do about that. But blow it up, bro. You got to find a way. I mean, maybe keep Beal because if you're trading Beal, bro, you're going to have to give picks up because no one wants to pay 150 for his ass.
Honestly, real quick question. Like, do you feel like Orlando could actually do well with a Beal or even the Sixers?
Oh, both of them. I like both of them.
Right now, the Sixers in Orlando, they're competing. They're in the playoffs, but they also have the cap space.
Both of them definitely. I agree with you. I think
or if you were the GM for Orlando or the Sixers, would you try to trade for Bradley Beal or try to sign him?
The Sixers, I would have to lose Tobias Harris to do that. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to pay Tobias Harris and Brad Beal. The Magic, I would go in. I mean, I wouldn't give up much. I wouldn't give up as much as I don't really like Franz. I wouldn't give up Franz for him. I wouldn't give up Suggs for him or nothing like that. I don't know where realistic. Maybe Miami, but that's a lot of money.
They're in trouble too.
That's a lot of money. They would have to give up some depth probably. I don't know what I would do honestly. Like they're in a fucked situation. But this is my question. Okay. So KD obviously, he's probably gonna get out of there, right? It's ugly. He said he don't like standing in the corner. He's pissed at Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
So could KD after this offseason end up back on the Warriors? Listen to me. If they don't pay Clay, don't pay Dre, get him out of there. They got a lot of money to spend.
Yeah.
I don't think I would rebuild if I'm the Warriors. I'm full blow it up, but you're not going to trade Steph Curry. So what if you got Curry, KD, and these young dudes? Like that, it might not be a great team, but that'll be a fun team.
No, like it's just tough because it's like the Warriors are in a tough thing too. Like you can't really sign and trade just like they can't sign and trade. So it's like, how do you figure that out? And that's going to be tough. So, I mean, they can do that. I could see like Stephen Curry and KD like teaming up with the young guys and going crazy. I feel like the lineup would be better. Like if you're saying Draymond and Clay were to leave and then KD come in.
Yeah, I'm not saying Clay and Dre go to the Suns though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they bow out.
Yeah.
And then what if the Warriors are like, we'll give you Kuminga and a pick for KD?
Kuminga and a pick for KD. Well, I think they'd have to offer more. Oh, wait, actually, no. They could do that.
Because then they get off their contract. They get a young player. I know KD's definitely worth more, probably. But I just don't know if a team's going to take a fly on him. Because it's like, he left the Warriors, went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn was a joke. Went to Phoenix. Phoenix is a joke. Like, KD, all due respect, my boy, thunder up. But yeah, there's a common denominator, and he hasn't made the finals since the super team.
Yeah.
He hasn't made a fair finals since 2011. Like there's questions there, you know?
If I'm being real, if I'm KD, I'm staying with the Suns, bro.
Really?
I'm staying. I don't want to make the situation worse. I'm looking at it in the media way too. Like it's gonna be bad.
You don't give
if he were
fuck
to leave.
about the media, bro.
And also the contract situation. It's gonna be a complication. And then it'll be even worse if you lose with the Warriors with Stephen Curry and stuff. Because like if they lose Clay and Dre, like the whole point of that offense that made it work was the fact that you had your two options now being Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, and then you had Clay, who was sneaky shooting the fucking ball if they weren't open.
But don't you think that he would have more fun playing with Curry? Like just Curry and KD going out there hooping?
I don't even know, man. I don't know because I don't think it'd feel the same way as that team from before. I don't know. That's why I'm saying if I'm him, I'm staying in the Suns and trying to work it out.
This is another interesting thing I saw. Everyone who like touched Phoenix this offseason got cooked. Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and then the pick that the Wizards traded to get Koulibaly was the Suns pick, and he got hurt.
Wow.
So this Phoenix is just like bad luck right now, bro.
Oh, and Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson.
Yes, that was last year, but yeah, completely agree. Like, cooked, bro. If you're a Nets fan right now, bro, I'm so sorry. not only one of the worst teams, but one of the most boring teams, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and watch your top scorer, or not top scorer, but your best player, Mikal Bridges, who averages like 14 and a half.
Oh, man, bro. I don't know what the Suns do in this situation. Like, literally, the safest option to me, try to run it back. Because the contracts, though, you trying to figure that out, it might put you in a deeper hole.
Well, the Knicks said they'd give up pretty much everyone to pair Booker with Brunson.
Well, there's an option, but Devin Booker, he did say he wants to come back and try to run it back. So I don't know if you want to do that, but hey, at
would
the
you
same
do that
time,
if you were in New York?
I don't even know if New York even needs Devin Booker.
I don't think they do either.
I don't
Especially
think they
if
do.
give up too much.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, you guys got guys who are playing well. Who would wouldn't they have to give up Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart? Maybe
They'd have to give up a combination of like DiVincenzo, Hart, maybe Randall, because the money, Anunoby maybe, Bogdanovich. Like, those are all core players that they'd have to end up.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson could go because, the Suns don't want to run back Mr. 3-17 in the playoffs with Yusuf Nurkic.
No. If I'm the Knicks, trade Julius Randle. But yeah, I don't think the Knicks should even touch the Suns situation.
I wouldn't. I would run it back next year. The Knicks have an excuse with Randle being out. I would run it back. You get a whole year, bro. That team is gonna be good next year.
I just don't think they should trade for Devin Booker.
I don't think so either. Let's move on to. I feel like there's two series actually that are pretty interesting right now. The other three are cool, but
they're whatever.
Sixers Knicks.
Ooh, did y'all watch that game last night,
bro? Okay, let me tell you what's going on. Right,
bring it.
So yesterday, shout out Winter, was our 1.5 year anniversary. So we went to the beach.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. We went to the beach. On the way home, I'm telling her check the score. She's checking the score. With like 3 minutes left, police turned this off. Allegedly, I turned the game on my phone and I was watching while we were in traffic.
Oh.
Okay? Nothing crazy happened. Crazy happened. 3 minutes left, we're watching whatever. OG Anunoby gets a steal, dunks it with like a minute left. They go up 7. I turn the game off. Winter fell asleep. She turns her phone on. She's like, oh, tie game? I'm like, tie game? They were up 7 with a minute left. Absolute. Tyrese Maxey, kudos to you. I get called out at work a lot because last year I said Tyrese Maxey was in a Tyler Hero tier. I'm so sorry. But that was last year. That's fair.
Whoa, what you mean? You said Tyrese Maxey was in Tyler Hero's tier?
Yeah, last year. That was fair last year. This year, I'm wrong. Okay? I could say that. I'm wrong. But, shout out Tyrese Maxey, man. What did you think about yesterday, this whole series? I don't think we talked about this series really much.
I'm not going to lie. I've been a Joel Embiid hater right now because I didn't like that Mitchell Robinson thing. So I've been rooting for the Sixers to lose because of that. I just don't respect when players like intentionally, like if you're fouling, like pushing like somebody, like maybe trying to hug somebody to get a foul to like slow down the clock or something. I understand that, but in the middle of a game pulling somebody's leg, I didn't like that. Right. So I've been a hater. So last night I was
quick though, I want to say on that. I agree that one was dirty, but now there's a lot of people reaching and saying everything Joel Embiid does is dirty, and that shit's pissing me off. Like, the foul yesterday where Embiid cut off DiVincenzo and DiVincenzo fouled him, like, come on. Like, why are we reaching for every fucking – I agree the Mitchell Robinson thing was dirty. In my notes, I said he should have got thrown out of the game and maybe suspended a game after that for that.
I think he should have.
But nothing else in the series he's done is dirty. He tripped over Josh Hart, and people were saying that was dirty.
I think the only thing he's done so far is just flop. That's the only.
But everyone does that shit.
Yeah. It's whatever. That's what I'm just basically trying to say. Like the only thing was the Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, he's setting screens. People are saying he's setting dirty screens. Like you haven't watched the NBA, buddy. Everyone sets a fucking dirty screen.
Hey, the Knicks fans, man, they hated Trae Young for blasting on their team. Like this man just almost ended Mitchell Robinson's career. So.
Yeah, that was dirty for sure. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
But what I'm going to say is this. Watching that game yesterday, like, I was thinking it was over. Up 6, 30 seconds left. I'm thinking there's 28 seconds left. I'm thinking there's no way. Tyrese Maxey comes down. I don't know why whoever jumped into him, but he hits an and 1 3.
It was Mitchell Robinson both times.
Oh, yeah, Mitchell Robinson, like, makes the free throw up by 2. But no worries. they have to foul. Goes to the free throw line, makes one, misses one. I'm thinking there's no possible way. Like, they don't have a timeout. Tyrese Maxey pulls it from nearly half court, swish.
Mitchell Robinson was on some jackass shit there. I'm not like the foul guy or anything, but Mitchell Robinson sitting so far back on that screen was wild. Like, he pretty much dared him to shoot that. I didn't understand the thought process there because he was sitting so far back. Mm-hmm. Like, you know he's going to have to take a three. I know you're scared of fouling him again, but come on, dog.
Well, you know, the funniest thing when I was watching Mind the Game podcast today, they did say, you know, bigs, when they get screened, they don't know how to navigate that shit for their life. So you saying that makes me go like, huh,
I'm LeBron.
Interesting. Interesting. That was just a little shout out to Mind the Game podcast. But anyways, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe he's just a big who doesn't know how to navigate screens, or maybe he just didn't want to foul again.
I guess, but bro, I thought that was ridiculous. Like, he gave him an open three damn near. I know it's deep, but fuck, that was bad. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm watching like a different series than everyone else. Like, everything I've been saying with the Embiid dirty, and then I seen this tweet. This is Durag Riv. He's on the Pick a Side podcast. I don't know if you've heard that one. I see it on TikTok sometimes. But he tweeted, if you believe Brunson is in top 10 talks, then where does that place Maxey, who has been outperforming him this series? You think Maxey's been outperforming Brunson?
I have not seen the other games as much, but I'm not going to lie. The games I have seen, Jalen Brunson has missed a lot of shots, but has made a lot, if that makes sense. But, like, he's gotten a lot of points, but I know Maxey's been doing this thing too. He's averaging 32, 5, and 7, and then Jalen Brunson's averaging 34, 5, and 8. So that they're kind of going back and forth.
My whole thing, bro, is you swap them. I don't think the Knicks are up in this series right now because Tyrese Maxey has Embiid there. You know, Jalen Brunson's the foundation, the operator of this offense completely. You got to give Embiid his touches.
Oh shit! Wait, actually, Jalen Brunson, 29% from the 3-point line,
and that's what I'm going.
Tyrese Maxey, 43% from the 3-point line.
Bro, Tyrese Maxey gets a lot more open looks because he's not like he's been in the series, but you got Embiid there, bro. Teams are going to game plan around Embiid a lot more than they're going to game plan around Mitchell Robinson.
But I mean, wouldn't you say at the same time that is technically still outperforming?
I don't think so because
a little bit.
I think role has something to do in there. Mm-hmm. Max is averaging less assists, less points, and more minutes. Embiid relieves a lot of pressure off of him. Mm-hmm. And Brunson is only struggling from 3, but he's also leading the fucking playoffs in points per game. The whole playoffs. You know what I mean? And I get what you're saying where if you look at it in that perspective, sure, he's outperforming him. But I don't know what the fuck noise I just
You chilling, bro. Just need to get a little burp out. You chilling?
That was not a burp. I think I like drooled a little.
Oh, okay.
But listen, this is what I'm saying. Mm. KD versus LeBron in the finals 2018?
You talking about the one where they swept them or where they
I think the one they swept them.
Okay, 2018.
We all know LeBron was the best player in the world in that series. Because LeBron was a one-man team then. Yeah. But, like, I feel like Tyrese Maxey is like KD. Brunson is like LeBron. I know that's a crazy reach.
No, I get it. I get what you're trying to show because Jalen Brunson is the primary
doing it all.
Scorer right there. He's doing it all. And then Tyrese Maxey is with Joel Embiid, and there's 2 to focus on there. Mm-hmm. I get that. I get that demographic.
There's 2 real scorers to focus there because Tobias Harris isn't cold or nothing, but he could score with the rock, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I like this more. Riv was talking about, like, right now, Andrea Carter, I think she's with ESPN, said Tyrese Maxey has to start being in the conversations for future face of the league. And I agree with that one a little more because that's more down the line. Mm-hmm. You know, future, you could argue Maxey over Brunson. Right now, I don't think you fucking can. Personally, you know? Am I right? Like, Maxey legit could be the face of the league.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
I think it's probably Ant.
Because after that game, I mean, I've liked Tyrese Maxey since he's first, like,
since birth.
Since his NBA birth. Since his NBA birth. Uh-huh. But I don't know. That's an interesting one because I want to say yeah, but it's like I'm trying to think of other players because my focus is on Anthony Edwards, and then SGA.
I think
Luka.
Maxi's in that convo though, but
Maxey should.
he should be in that convo more than what he is. That's what I agree with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I really had on the series. I feel like there's a lot of just dumb narratives in the series. That's really what I was trying to get at.
No, I get you, but honestly, the game 6, right? Game 6 over in Philly, that's gonna be.
Yeah, New York fans better stay home from that one.
Oh yeah, if they lose, man.
Deucer better stay home.
All right, so what do you think about this Cavs versus Magic playoff series right here, bro?
Wait, let's do Mavericks Clippers first.
Oh, Mavericks Clippers. How did I miss that? My bad.
You're
Go
good. Mavs Clippers. Right now it's split, right? Game
Yes.
5's today. The day we're
2-2.
recording. The question I have to kick this off: are the Clippers better without Kawhi?
I want to say yes.
Really?
They look better in my opinion.
I feel like they let Harden cook when Kawhi's not like playoff. I did this. This is me. I give myself the credit for playoff Harden because I took his under. I took his under like game 1 and he pissed me off. That man was cold. I did this.
You?
It was me.
It was you?
But I'm cool with it, bro. I fuck with the Clippers. I want us to whip their ass in the next round. I either way, like if Russ could win a ring this year or if we could beat the Clippers, I'm cool. Either way, let it happen. But if the Clippers and Bucks lose, then the rest of the playoffs, there's no Paul George, there's no Russ, there's no Harden, there's no KD, there's no Chris Paul, there's no Curry, there's no LeBron, there's no Anthony Davis, there's no Giannis, and there's no Dame. That is crazy.
Change of the guard coming.
You want me to say it again?
Why? I heard you all. I heard them names.
There's no Paul George. There's no Russ. There's no Harden. There's no KD. There's no Chris Paul. There's no Curry. There's no LeBron. There's no AD. There's no Giannis. There's no Dame. That's like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, you know what? That sounded really tight. That sounded really tough.
Tight enough to say 3 times?
Do it again.
There's no Paul George. If the Clippers and the Bucks lose, there's no Paul George, there's no Russ, there's no Harden, there's no KD, there's no Chris Paul, Curry, fucking LeBron, AD, Giannis, and fucking fuck you, Damian Lillard.
Say it, Crody.
No, I can't do that again. I'm gonna start sweating in this bitch.
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's insane to even think about.
Yes, that's weird.
That
bro.
is insane because 5 years ago we'd be saying one of them would be winning a championship.
Bro, 5 years ago, all these dudes are probably in the playoffs.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man.
All right. Now we could go into the Cavs. Unless you had something else to say about the series.
Honestly, man, not too much. Just Mavs win.
Kyrie's the best finisher of all time. Luka needs to step up. He's been kind of weak in the playoffs. I don't know what his numbers are, but I feel like when I watch the game, bro, it looks like Kyrie's the best player on the team.
I like Kyrie. I think that down the stretch, the ball needs to be in his hands more, especially if Luka's saying he's the Batman.
Yes.
Let Batman be Batman then. Come on, Robin.
Vengeance.
Gotham. I'm just playing. But on to the Magic versus Cavs series.
What is Luka at? Sorry.
Low-key, I was bored the first 2 games. I was. But
Game 3 was ass too, no?
Game 3 was pretty good, like to me, because Orlando made it a series.
Okay.
Because it was 2-1, and then I was like, yeah, they got blown out, but they made it a series. Game 4, I was like, okay, maybe the Cavs win this one, and then like it's a 3-1 lead, but Magic won it, and it was like, oh shit, it's 2-2. Watching that 5th game, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I just seen the block.
The block was good, but I don't know if it was just like defense was holding them down and like they just couldn't score for a while, but like everything leading up to that, it was just fun to watch because it was intense. Like Orlando kept on going down by like 7 or like 8, and then they come back and then it'd be back and forth. They get the lead and then Cavs would get the lead, and it was just interesting though. It was fun to watch, bro, because you're thinking who's gonna win, bro? Because I like both of them. I like both of these teams, but it's just like, bro, the level of competition is there. So then right when Evan Mobley got the dunk and then he got the block to seal the game, I was like, holy shit.
Crazy.
How is this series going to end?
I feel like my biggest takeaway from the series is if Donovan Mitchell is balling and then the Cavaliers win. Like that's been my biggest thing.
What's been going on with him? He hasn't been like shooting as good as he usually does.
Nah, he's been. I think he's still hurt because he was balling before the year. Then he got hurt. All-Star break. Hasn't really came back the same since. If he picks up, bro, the Cavaliers are a legit team. We've seen it. Like them healthy were what, the 2 seed?
Yeah.
So we've seen them ball out. If he's hooping, then they're a legit team. But I just think this offense needs a little more. Garland is a great playmaker, but I think they need more scorers.
Yeah.
They need more dudes who could create offense for themselves. And again, like, yeah, Garland's good and all, but Donovan Mitchell's kind of the only ISO scorer. If you hone in on that, it's like Isaac Okoro's going to fuck you up. Max Strus might have a game. Dean Wade might have a game, but they need more dudes that could like go out there and get you 20. And that should be their biggest thing in the offseason.
You feel like Karis LeVert could still help him with that, or you think it's not?
I think so. I think he definitely helps with that. He just hasn't been the same this year, I feel like. Last year he was really good, but this year he just hasn't been the same.
I feel bad. Yeah. I like Karis LeVert.
I liked him, bro. There was that year, the year that D Rose scored that 50-point game. Karis LeVert, the first like 2 months of the season, like everyone was talking about like he was the next Jordan.
Y'all were trying to trade me for him in fantasy like so much. I've never gotten so many fantasy trades in my life, bro.
I love Karis LeVert.
I kept on. I should have taken one of them because then he got injured. But
yeah, but he was cold that year for
sure.
That
man was crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of all I had for the series, though. I didn't really have much for these last couple series. What did you think about it?
I was just laughing at the Pacers versus Bucks game last night. That's it. How you gonna lose by 20?
They should have won, bro.
To Middleton, Beverly, and Portis.
I seen in the post game, they were showing the highlights, and Chris Middleton was hooping, and then Charles Barkley was like, "Modern day bucket getter. He's this generation's Jamal Crawford." And Shaq was like, chill. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect Jamal.
Oh, man.
But nah, I think this series has shown what I've been saying. Tyrese Halliburton, overrated, dog. Overrated.
Man.
Paolo is way better than him. Trae Young is way better than him.
Yeah. Paolo's better than Tyrese.
Trae Young.
At this point.
Playoff Trae, come on. We missed out.
I'm definitely going to have to put Trae over
like
Tyrese.
Siakam's carrying you, bro.
That was bad, man.
McSpin, come on.
How many points did they have? 12 or 16? And it was like 4 rebounds with 2 assists.
Yeah, bad, bro.
They only had 2 assists.
Bad. And then the Heat Celtics, Messi thinks Derek White is the GOAT. That's all I wrote down.
Because, bro, we know the Celtics are going to whop them. They're up by nearly 40 right now.
Yeah, this is over, man.
There's no reason to talk about that one.
But, yeah, that's all the series. Next week we'll have some second-round action to talk about, so I'm looking forward to that. And then stick around in the offseason, man. We got a lot of fun stuff we're going to cook up. So make sure you guys, Phil, say the line.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Make sure to add us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok for now. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. And peace.